Good afternoon, NuPath Nation. How's everybody doing today? It is June 17th. My name is Dan Harrison. You are listening to NuPath Live. This is the time each week that we set aside to communicate with all of our staff and the people we serve and their families, our community, those that are interested in knowing what's going on with us. Began at the beginning of this terrible pandemic, and we have made it through, and we're continuing with NuPath Live as an effort, as a way to keep you close and to make sure those who want to know, those who are interested in what's happening with the organization, have some sort of an avenue. Um, I mean, it's one time a week where you can hear what's going on in the crazy CEO's head. And believe me, there's a lot of crazy here sometimes. So welcome. We're really happy to have you. I'm. Um, I want to start out by saying that last Friday we had an event here at 147 New Boston Street. It's at our home office behind the building at Jubilee Park, and as part of our what we're calling our staff summer sensation series. This was an idea that was generated out of this desire that we had. Well, a couple of reasons, but part of it was to feel normal again, to give people opportunities to start to gather together again in ways that we once did before the pandemic hit. And I got to tell you, there were many times over the past 14, 15 months where I thought I would never want to be in a crowd again. That's how I felt. But also, the other reason, probably the more important reason, is we wanted to find ways that we could bring some joy and something out of the ordinary to all of our staff and to the people that we serve in our various programs, and let them know how much we appreciate just what hard work and perseverance they've demonstrated over the past period of time that we've been dealing with shutdowns and mask wearing and temperature taking and all of that stuff. And I got to say that when I arrived into the parking lot mid morning or closer to noon from something else last Friday, the first thing I noticed was this beat of music in the background, which is a little unusual. I heard laughter. I heard people, voices, chattering. You can tell when there's a big party going on someplace. I'll say that if I were walking down the front of our building down the street and I'd heard all that commotion going on, I would want to know what the heck is happening there. I got out of my car, walked around, and I was greeted by scenes, few pictures that you see captured here. They tell me that there were probably close to 100 people there at one point. It was so much fun, guys. We had a dunk tank. We had 5 or 6 people going in the dunk tank, and because I wasn't one of them, I could say that was really the premiere of the event. And I wondered why. I think we just generally like to see misfortune and discomfort come to the people we love. But that was definitely a big point. The food was terrific. But you know what? Most importantly of all, it was this feeling that we were just normal. Most people fully vaccinated. We had our masks off. Seeing people smiling. Our clients were having a great time. I've heard all kinds of feedback from different people. I want to give a little shout out to Sophia and Deborah, her mother Deborah, who I met. They said they happened to be watching NuPath Live Friday morning, and they realized the event was going on right then as they spoke. So in the car they got and came over. I think they had their friend Jean with them. We were so happy to have several family members show up for this kind of just fun and casual and uncomplicated celebration of life and what it means to us that we're getting back to better. Now, tomorrow, we are going to be hosting the next one and of our staff summer sensation series, and that is going to be at our Martin Center at 300. I think it's 300 West. Yeah, there it is, 300 West Cummings Park. We are going to be talking in a minute to a staff person from the Martin Center, and then later to Elder with some more of the specifics. But before we do that, and again, these are some pictures of some of the food trucks we're going to have there. We're going to have some of the traffic in the back blocked off. So, of course, we don't have beautiful Jubilee Park there, but staff are going to make it special and make it nice. So we want as many people to be there as possible. If you're a family member, please stop by. I'll be there. People will be there to guide you and to help you know where to park and everything. But it's going to be terrific. Now, part of this also the series is celebrating our diversity, equity, and inclusion, and our goals and our desires to continue to do whatever we can as an organization to continue to make progress as a country, as an organization. You know, dealing with people, treating people with respect and dignity has forever been part of our fundamental core as an organization, as we have advocated for people with developmental intellectual disabilities, and in trying to assist them in gaining more equity and inclusion within our world. So thinking about this in terms of expanded diversity is a natural extension of what we're trying to do. And this event tomorrow is the timing of it is important because uh, we're also going to use this to honor Juneteenth this year, which, as you know, is now considered has been voted a federal holiday. And just to give a brief, and I'm by no means any kind of an expert. In fact, you know, up until a couple of years ago, I really didn't even, I'd heard of it, but I really wasn't sure. It's been much more a topic of conversation, which is fantastic. But um, when Lincoln, this is just at the dawn of the Civil War, when Lincoln formed the Emancipation Proclamation that was due to take effect on January 1st of 1863. Um, there were people all over, you know, waiting. African Americans gathered in churches and private homes, waiting for this proclamation to go into effect that would essentially outlaw any kind of slavery in the United States. And then, as you know, the Civil War was fought and won. But there were parts of our country, and again, you have to keep in mind that we didn't have the communication that we did today, and but it was another 2.5 years almost before this could be enforced in our most western state, which at the time was Texas. And so the story goes is that it was June 19th of 1865 when the Union Army, Union troops ended up in Galveston Bay, Texas, and read the proclamation for the people there. And there was, of course, great celebration and that ensued. And this is a tradition that's been kept in effect over the years, for many long years. And it just made me think, actually, I meant to mention, if anybody who paid attention leading up to, as you're waiting for us to go live, that what you were listening to was the instrumental of the Lift Every Voice and Sing, often referred to as the Black National Anthem of the United States. Actually, a hymn written as a poem in honor of Abraham Lincoln's birthday, and that was in 1900. So that's a birthday in 1905. I think I had the date written down. So that's what we're thinking about at this time, and we ask that you join us in celebrating the diversity that we have, that we cherish at NuPath, and June 19th as what's been described as America's second Independence Day, and in some ways more important in the sense that we're looking inward and how we need to do more and how can we play a part in continuing to advance those ideals so that there is no one among us that experiences any unfair treatment or any discrimination. And those are ideals consistent with everything that we hold dear here at NuPath. So I think I am ready to move on now to my guest, who I'm really looking forward to talking to because she is quite a celebrity around these parts. Her name is Denissa Jermosin. She works at the Martin Center, and so if you are going to be stopping by there tomorrow, you will want to make sure that you see this local celebrity. Why do I call her a local celebrity? Well, why don't we bring her on? There she is. And talk about why. Did you hear me call you a celebrity?
I heard that.
You didn't know that you were a celebrity. Well, no. I anoint you officially celebrity. Now, let me just say a few embarrassing, nice things about you. It's part of the thing that we do here. I think I should start off by saying that you celebrated your 5-year anniversary with NuPath on March 21st of this year. And that is pretty amazing. 5 years is like very pivotal. You
I
make
know.
it to 5 years. That's huge.
It's I just closed my eyes, and it just like passed so quick. I was not expecting that, and spending so much time, and here I am, loving
None of us were, my dear. None of us were. I think, NuPath has got this strange way of drawing you in and making you lose track of the time. It's like being in one of those windowless, no, never mind. I won't go there. I was going to say something that probably is not the best of comparison, but, places where you lose track of the time. And I think part of that is to this, and I'm sure your experience is similar, is that we care so much about what we're doing and we're so focused on those tasks. Now, you have been described as, well, many ways, but everything I hear about you discusses your energy and the way you throw yourself, you pour yourself into everything that you do. Not just the fact that you were, during our pandemic, willing to do whatever you were asked to do, whether that, wearing so many different hats, being asked to do things maybe that went outside the lines of your regular and normal routines and rhythms. That being from working on the phone calls, doing co-hosting virtual programs, working in our residential network, and even at one point assisting over here at 147 at New Boston Street. Um, yeah, to say you wear many hats is even though you're not wearing a hat today, people say you wear many pumps or many shoes. You 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 have you just seem to enjoy what you're doing. You exude this sense of like hopefulness and energy, and we're so deeply grateful. What has your experience been like this past year? Like, how did you cope with it? How was your family get through it? All those things that people may be interested in knowing. If you could tell us a little bit about what the year's been like for you.
amazing. A lot of challenge. I learned a lot throughout this year. Fall in love with this amazing population, and I think that's what it kept me meeting here so far. Um, with my family in regards during the pandemic, very challenging. I want to say, thank you, New Path, for giving me the opportunity to work from home and making those phone calls. Having the kids at home and making the phone calls, it was challenging, but at the same time, fun. But we went through, we passed through, and we survived, and we are here back to better.
You're here back to bed. Look at that. You even got the tagline. You are good. You're a professional. Um, Tomorrow is going to be fun. I'm sure it is because if it's anything like what we had last week, it's worth going to. And one of the things I know about you or have heard about you is that you can always plan on hearing lively music coming from your room. Uh, you're very much about embracing sort of the cultural aspects of what you bring to the table, and that's part of what I believe why I think diversity is so important in our organization because people who know I've said this before, I get bored with everything being the same. We want some difference, liveliness, things to keep us
Yeah.
learning and growing. Talk to us about what your sense is of the cultural aspect of what tomorrow is going to be like. How are we going to like make sure this is an event that celebrates new paths diversity and everything that we are?
I'm looking forward to a lot of dance. I love to dance, jump around, make my people dance, and get out of the chair and shake it up. That's what I'm hoping for tomorrow. And
What kind of dance are we going to be doing? Is there, is it going to be anything like, are you a salsa dancer or anything? Like,
my favorite one, at least here in the Martin Center, every time I put music, is Macarena. So I'm looking forward to do the Macarena with my people.
oh, the Macarena. Could
Oh,
you, so
that's
are we
not
going to play
fun.
that tomorrow? We'll hear that tomorrow. Could you give us a refresher course? Because it's been a little while. And how do you do the Macarena? What do
Oh
you do?
my God.
What is it? No, no, do you know?
For real? Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo hay que darle alegría y cosas buenas. Baila tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Ay. Oh,
Bravo! Bravo! Now that was a dirty trick for me to do that because you didn't know I was going to ask you to do that. I could listen to you sing that song all day. I it sounded so great coming from you. So you have to promise me that we'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll all have a chance. Maybe we should do like a little contest or something.
you need to move your hips though.
You have to move your hips. Okay, yeah, I think I can do that. I'll try my best. An old white man trying his best to move his hips. Maybe not as good as what you do. Um, so so for being here 5 years, and that went by in a flash. What I was just to kind of say this question. We hope that you're around for a very long time. Do you see your future with NuPath? How do you think that we can help you grow and continue on so that when we talk again, or maybe not, we'll talk many times, but we can be talking about your 10th year anniversary. What can we do to keep you on and to keep you interested and keep you engaged?
I would say providing more trainings. In that way, we can learn how to serve better to our individuals. I'm looking forward to learn more, and I'm the type of person that I'm open mind. This is something that needs to be learned. Let me do it. Let me learn how to do it, and that definitely will keep me is moving on in letters and learn.
I see why everybody say what they say about you. You're very your energy and your passion is very contagious. It makes me get excited to hear you talk. And I love knowing that about you, that you want to learn. So much. It seems like we get so caught up sometimes in the frustration of the people that aren't doing their trainings, and we can't get to get their certifications, or they have a hard time. We forget that there are people out there that really crave learning and that they want to grow and evolve. And so we hope that we could provide those opportunities for you. And if for some reason you're not finding what you need, you can come talk to me now. Okay.
But I
And,
got great mentors. Rosalinda, great mentor,
oh,
teaching me everything she can. Elder right now so far is doing an amazing job here with us. Hopefully we can keep him. But so far so good. Thank you so much.
so you said keep him, huh? Oh boy. I know that's what's being talked about out there. Problem with Elder is everywhere he goes, people want to keep him. So that's an issue. But I know that's true about you too. Denisa, thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you for that impromptu Macarena. And I might need some more practice, but that was a good start. And I look forward to see you tomorrow and to joining your whole team over there in celebrating NuPath's diversity and Juneteenth, in honor of Juneteenth. So
Thank you
thank
so
you for your
much.
time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So that was uplifting. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. By the way, I found out from Heather Grahamstoff, who works at the back door, which is mostly almost our front door now because we're only using one entrance to the building. But I said, "You people still listen to NuPath Live?" But she pointed out 3 o'clock is a tough time. She says she hears staff walking around with it playing on their phones. So any staff out there that's listening right now, big shout out to all of you. I'm glad you're staying connected, and I'm glad you are interested and care about what's going on with our organization. All right. In the couple of minutes that we have left here today, we want to give a chance for Elder Soares to join us and to talk to us a little bit about some of the particulars about what we can expect tomorrow. Elder is, I could go on and on, talking about his impact at NuPath and about his fundraising acumen, and he's our director of stabilization, which is a funny title that means that he's a jack of all trades, and he gets implemented doing a lot of different things. Elder, hi.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing really, really great. So you must be like, I don't know if you put this up to saying that about, hoping that you can stay there. I know.
I just told her I couldn't follow up on the Macarena. So don't ask.
Well, that was actually going to be my first question. I was going to ask you if you could sing it and if you could stand and do it. That'd be something you could do.
I wouldn't know where to start.
So you do have some limitations then.
I do. Yeah.
Because there don't seem to be very many, as far as what I can see. And even seeing you last week be one of the first to volunteer to be dunked in the tank, and along with, who have we had? Matt Johnson, Jeremy Pitaro, our own Dan Lannon, James Sannon. Did I miss anyone?
Michael Edwards.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Edwards. Yeah. I was no way you were getting me in that. But I have a lot of respect. Elder, you've worked down for NuPath for how long has it been? Please tell me. I don't have that in my notes.
Almost 12 years.
Oh my God, it makes me feel so old. You've been somebody that you and I have had a chance to work, directly and indirectly over the years. You were known as somebody that just gets things done, nonsense, no drama. You make things happen. You can be relied upon. During the pandemic, I would hear weekly on weekly calls with ADDP all these different providers that didn't have masks, didn't have gloves, didn't have disinfectant. And I check in with you, you'd be like, "Oh no, we're all set." You seem to establish that you do whatever you needed to do on behalf of NuPath in order to make sure that we did not experience a shortage. In fact, I think we'll have enough gowns and masks for the next two pandemics, maybe. It seems like all the boxes we have in the back, but that's good. We'll be all set with that. Should, God forbid, ever happen again. And now you're over at the Martin Center, Elder. What has that experience been like for you? Having, for lack of a better way of describing it, for having a home again, like having a home base. I know that's something you enjoy. What's it like being over there with that team, and how have they been?
Well, I mean, I've been fortunate to be able to experience many different aspects of the agency between residential, day program, and just kind of, getting to learn many different, avenues of, of the agency, which has been awesome. Coming over to the Martin Center, it's definitely a different dynamic. Every program brings its own different flavor. Every program looks different in its own way. But it's been a terrific experience over here. The staff have been so welcoming. It was nice to see. It was, we started a new program. I mean, it was closed, for over a year. So it was really great to just kind of get the place going again. Families were thrilled to hearing it was reopening. And my involvement with the Martin Center, before COVID was extremely limited. So it's nice to start to meeting some of the families here. The staff that I wasn't really involved with, the clients, the individuals that come here. So it's been a great experience, and it's been really, everybody's been great.
Well, and I'm sure it's not an unfamiliar experience for someone like you to hear that you are beloved wherever you go. So to hear to say that about what did he keep you, I'm sure that I'm sure that's something that the staff have expressed, and you've been well loved everywhere you've gone. If I'm a family member and I hear that there's somebody named Elder Soares now sort of overseeing things over there, and I'm going to want to come tomorrow and use it as a chance to meet you. There's some incredible people and families connected with the Martin Center. You've heard me talk about the Martin Center many times, about what a special place it is. And I'll use the word quirky. Group of staff that I've known for as long as I've worked here. They're just terrific. I like quirky. I like feisty. I like the kinds of people that have just been such diehard and committed loyalists of that program, and most importantly, serving the clients in such a special way that are there. So for tomorrow, what should people know about? What can we get excited about? What do we need to know when we get here? What's on the menu to eat? All those kinds of things. What can you tell us?
Yeah, so tomorrow there's going to be a taco truck, the Tex Mix, which will be awesome. There'll be some different, chickens, different Korean spices. So that'll be great. There'll be an ice cream truck. And then there will also be a gentleman with the steel drum providing the music. So that's something to look forward to. It's going to be from 11 to 2 tomorrow.
No, wait. Can we just back up to the taco truck?
Yep.
I have never had a taco off of a truck, but that is all I hear about. Every movie I watch, it seems like people are eating tacos off of a truck someplace. And I think it sounds so good. Like, I don't know why. Do you know anything about them? Have you had them?
I've never had them myself either, but I'm looking forward to it tomorrow for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It just seems like something that should be on everybody's bucket list. I don't know. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay.
Forward to that.
So it's from 11 to 2 tomorrow. All are welcome to attend. It's going to be, like you mentioned, Dana, here at the Martin Center. We've worked with Cummings. They're going to be blocking off a space in the back between our loading dock and the front of the building. So there'll be no traffic going through, no cars driving through. So we'll have that whole spot blocked off for us. So we're looking forward to getting the Martin Center back on the map and getting people out here and visiting the program again.
The Martin Center is I may have shared this in the past, but I had a chance to get to know Michelle. Well, I've known Michelle Denny for years and years. Michelle works in the sensory program there at the Martin Center, and I had a chance to get to know Michelle a little bit better when she was doing some work with my mother. when before she passed away. And I'll never forget. I probably told this story before. When she came in one evening, I was there with my mom. She came in to take over, and she says, "Oh, I got the call today. I'm going back to the Martin Center," and that just lifted my spirit so much. That here's a person that, I mean, how many people can really feel that kind of enthusiasm or excitement for going back to a job? You know, I mean, it was so extraordinary to me that she not only had she been willing to work and be, you know, working in a different program residentially and been away, but feeling that kind of excitement. And I think that was a genuine theme for people coming back, a real sense of like, these are friends. These, you know, this is family, you know, and that's the kind of staff and relationship with the clients that exists there. What did you think?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think, I had a hand in helping, reopen New Boston Street too, at the beginning, one of the first programs that, reopened Daywise. And you get that vibe across the board. People were just, it was kind of an eye-opening experience to be closed for a whole year, not really knowing how things were going to turn out. There was definitely some scary times, some dark times. So I think people also, gained a great appreciation, for the work that, that people do at the agency. And it's just, like you said, it's one big family. Just the faces on the staff here, just when they were welcoming the people back into the program and seeing the faces on the individuals and the families dropping people off. It never feels like a job. It's just it's one big family.
Well, every now and then it might.
Every now and then,
yeah. You're just great. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I'll say this as we close. We do the hard things because they matter, and putting together this little event tomorrow, people may not, if you've never done any kind of work at events or anything, you may not realize these things just don't, you don't just make 3 phone calls to a taco truck, an ice cream truck, and a steel drum player, do you? And have everything just like fall into place. It takes an enormous amount of coordination, from setting up, preparing, the cleanup, making sure people know, and yet you are so skilled and experienced in doing these things with ease, and not just you. I mean, there's a huge team of people that work together to make this happen. But I just thought that was worth mentioning, that we do this because it matters and because we care about our employees, we care about our clients, and I guarantee if you come tomorrow, you'll have the experience I did of just looking back. And I mean, it was the biggest gathering I've been in since the pandemic. I don't know if that was true for you or not. I mean, it was like weird and wonderful and crazy all at once, and we're safe and everything, but it just felt like it was the right time to do that sort of thing, and it really felt like it was just this important next step. So thank you.
Oh, you will. Thank you.
Thank you for your work in doing that. Elder Soros, you're fantastic. We are so lucky to have you. Don't go anywhere. We'll keep you happy where you are, however we could do that. And thank you for being the leader and for helping us out at the Martin Center. We really appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dan. We're looking forward to tomorrow. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Elder. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. That is close to a wrap. But first, I want to just say, we have a staff person named Alexa Tappan, who has worked with the organization for a few years. And tomorrow will be her last day working at New Boston Street. Alexa has been working in the capacity of, rehab coordinator. I'm not sure exactly what her title is, but I know she's got a promotion, a well-deserved promotion. She's going to be moving up to Westford, which I understand is closer to her home. And I want to wish her good luck and all the best. The Westford team is going to be very lucky to have somebody of her caliber join them. I'm sure Brian Calman thinks Monday can't come fast enough. I just thought it was worth mentioning. It's an example of how we really are attempting to, we always want to grow people from within. We'd much rather have Alexa go work in Westford than go work for some other organization. So we're glad that we have an opportunity to keep her. And we wish her all the very best as she gets into her new role. And with that, I hope to see many of you tomorrow. Guys, what I tell you, we got this. I will talk to you next week, if not more. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.